Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So, Charles, this defense here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Give him 13 yards there at a Kansas City 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one goes for 24 yards. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. He gets it left side to Johnson. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Deontay Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. An inside give to Jones. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Jones running left. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film section, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through a 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It's a big loss of 5 there on 2nd down to bring up 3rd and goal.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now, there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So that time, they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They go play action. Mills finds his man. It's John Mechie. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. Repeated the last play, going to Mechie here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well. Showed it right there.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Room for Jacobs there on first down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mills. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Mills. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jacobs again. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback...
4th down, Mills. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Play action now, Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Counter play with Jacobs. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The Texans had 5-8, 3 games under 500, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Another one caught by Collins. Touchdown! Nico Collins with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like a pretty had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
About in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Mills. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First down, Mills. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mills. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running back.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result. I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the shotgun, again to Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Slant route, that's complete to Travis Kelce. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards down to the 13. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. That's complete right around the 8. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of... Looking to throw again on second down. Mills can't get away, and down he goes. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
Here's more on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And the play clock about to and takes a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Now Mahomes. Check down to Breida.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Thielen. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. It's Kelsey on the ground. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then like blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Flush to his right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
A 2nd down throw from Mills. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mills to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs.
And he is going to have the Texans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. This will be complete to Mechie.
And some space here.
Finding room at midfield.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
A 1st down throw for Mills.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
now a second down throw for Mills. This do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5. To get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Throwing, Mills. Rolling to his left. Touchdown, Texans! Josh Jacobs from 4 yards out. And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The 71 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but
he'll take this one down near the 15. By Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Forced out to his left.
Aiming for Jacobs. He's got him, reeling it in on the out route.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mills. He gets this one to Mechie.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On play action, Mills. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time.
Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
From the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's Mahomes.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mahomes to throw it.
Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Mahomes.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line.
Mahomes.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Mahomes will throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards for number 11. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Now here's second and goal. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. What a change in this ball game in the fourth quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus.
So for Houston,
their battle to finish above 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year.
and they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a loss that could hurt come playoff seeding time as they fall to 11-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks.